Yo, what's up, world, universe? So, I just did my Orgonite video on my setup for the second one. I was super psyched about the wraps I had and the setup I had going for one of them, so I basically just wanted to record it. And this is my follow-up video for the first one, for the second one, the second video. I'm gonna still finish up the initial Orgonite videos I started with, but they have yet to come. It's dark out. The other two are outside right now. So I started with this hexagon mold, as you guys saw earlier, and then I was gonna do this piece if I had extra, and then the funnel shape, which was my main piece. And so it turned out great. I think I used more BBs and more metal in this piece, so I was actually able to fill this one up completely, and the second one I was doing it up completely. So I was only going to do a little bit in this one, and in the end, it turned out that I had enough to be able to, I'll turn that down a lot more, to be able to completely do this one, which was just really baffled me actually. And so like I just had extra, like I probably could have even done another small one, a little well or something, because these ones were pouring all over. But I'll show you guys the final project now. I'm super excited about these ones. They turned out great. Here is the bad boy of the night, the one I was working on. The little copper piece will be straightened out a little more, like such. And then it's got the quartz in there, coming around. Some BBs fell in there in the top piece, and so it's just looking like this. About to flip another light on for this lighting. And so, this is this one. It's still a little dark. Should have left the first light on. It's some cracking around the edges. So my thoughts initially when I pulled that out was, you don't want to do the wire around the edge when it's shrinking in. You don't want it completely around the edge, so it would have been better to make sure that I had a half-inch space in between the edge. It's cracking, but it's just the metal, so I'm not too worried about it. It's not like I got quartz cracking around the quartz. This one's actually like really nice around the quartz. Looks completely solid. Then my personal piece that I did, well, I'm just looking at this one now. Actually, I hadn't even had a chance to look at it, but this is a personal protection piece I made. It just turned out great, actually. Really happy about it. I gotta turn this other light on so you guys can see this. This one, man, that didn't even help. Now, this one, I got a clockwise wrap in it, and then right here, that's a piece of kyanite, because I just used, oh, this feels so good. I just used like all this extra crystal like powder. I was just making just saving all the tiny powder that I had, just little tiny pieces from all the stuff. And so I just poured all this in there. I was trying to suspend it in the middle layer, and then the BBs were going to be on the bottom. But I'm just learning every time. I'd want to wait, until about even like 10 minutes after I'd mix this stuff. It's got like a 12-minute cooldown. I'm using the Bondo, just like the cheapest, or the only thing I can find around here so far. And then it's got my clockwise wire wrapped in there and the BBs, and then it's got just a bunch of random crystal pieces. If you watch the first one, I talked about some of what's in there. And then around each corner, I've got, if you watch the first one again, you already know this, but I got black tourmaline in there, and you can see. And then right in the middle is a little piece of amethyst that I let it harden then more, because I saw the BBs all were sinking, and then I just like dropped it in there, so it's just kind of facing perfectly down. It's just a little fracture, a little shard that's got a completely stone base, actually, not amethyst base. That's what you're seeing on the bottom. And then it's all just only one wire in there. This one's super powerful. I made this complete protection grounding device. The 6 black tourmaline are just going to be like ultimate. Like, I'm holding this already. I can't feel any outside sources in me. There could be one really invisible one that I'm starting to detect, but even now I'm just pulling them away. realizing, you know. And then the last one, sorry, this video kind of got longer than I thought it was going to be. It's just going to be quick. Didn't even think I was going to have enough for this, but you know, it definitely turned out I did. This one turned out sick, because like, if you can, the camera doesn't do justice at all actually, but if you were here, this part looks like there's almost an air bubble in there, because that's just a little nice, really nice little crystal I put in there, quartz. And so that's, you know, piezo electrified, because the basis of this whole thing is that, you know, you put it in a quartz, you put quartz in the shrinking effect of the resin causes it to be super electrified, more or less, because you're increasing its vibration. And then I got my BB's on here. Sorry, the computer went black, so I just moved the mouse. And then I realized I had so much extra stuff, it's like coming out the bottom. I had enough. I only thought I was just going to have a little bit, so that's all. I was going to just have the crystal in there, but as you can see, even this is a piece of clay, so I was outside pouring it, and then I was like, I need more natural material, so there's some clay around that I just started throwing in, and then I ran back inside, and there's like a ton of wire in this one, because I just like grabbed the whole rest of this like copper spool, and I realized I needed a lot more reflective material, so I just pulled it out a little bit so it wasn't, you know, all just sitting to get clumped together, and then threw it in there. This turned out pretty sick, but this is my work for my second batch of Orgonite or Orgon generators, tachyon emitters, cleansers, and I will get back to you guys with that video on my finished products of the first one, hopefully tomorrow, but I'm probably going down to the Minnesota Occupy starting, so it might not happen, but I just wanted guys to give you a little finished product, show you what I did, and appreciate the time. Much love and light, guys. Peace.